Good evening, everybody. I'm Houston Curtis. This is Rick Mahr. We're the executive producers of Live at the Bike. And tonight is very special. We have an all-star lineup. And this is the announcement of Bally's Big Bet Poker. And we've got over $1 million on the table tonight. This is the kickoff show. We're really excited about it. And Phil Hellmuth had a couple words he wanted to say. Phil, what would you like to tell everyone?
I'm just going to say this, guys, that I will never, tonight, I know people are mad at me, I'm buying in like 10,000, but I will never on a live stream or a high-stakes poker game again in my life, I'll always buy in between 300,000 and $1 million.
So what you're saying is you're done playing live. You're just basically done shooting. Is that what you're saying? Time to retire?
No.
This is like that one show of Billy Crystal and there's old guys, the Cowboys, and do one more ride, and then you're just like going off in the sunset, Phil? Is that what's happening right now?
No, I'm going to. You will be invited too.
I mean, you got 300,000 right now. I'll give you one phone call. You have 300,000 in 20 minutes.
He's got 300,000. And Phil, this game is going to be, when you do this, it will be right here.
All I can tell you guys is the next stream I do, I'll buy in 500,000 of my money.
We'll see about that.
It better be here. Let's kick it off. Let the brawl begin.
Big bet.
Go for audio. Mic check. 1. Check. Check. Broadcast. Go. Where's your chair?
Here we go.
We are rolling. I need a starting show count. $3 million on the table.
Okay, people, we're going live in 3, 2, 1.
And now, from the Bally's Big Bet Poker Studios, your hosts, Houston Curtis and Rick Mahr.
Welcome to the debut episode of Bally's Big Bet Poker, brought to you from the beautiful Park West Bicycle Casino, home to Live at the Bike, the longest running live stream poker show on the planet. Hello, everyone. I am Houston Curtis.
And I'm Rick Mahr. Today's all-star lineup features some incredible high-stakes players, including the man you saw at the open of the show, the poker brat himself, Mr. Phil Hellmuth.
That's right. Phil often brings controversy with him to the poker table, Rick, and today is no different. Phil's been getting attacked online for showing up to a 100-200 high-stakes poker game with players like Garrett, Adelstein, Bill Klein, Erick the Mad Genius Hicks, Erick, Persson, all these guys who have over $1 million on the table, while the GOAT has chosen to play a short stack buy-in, which is not sitting well with a few of the other players.
Very true. However, the 16-time gold bracelet winner did make a promise at the top of the show that tonight he will never buy in for less than $300,000 on any televised cash game in the future.
And we all know that poker players never bluff, right? Well, now let's see if Phil Hellmuth can run his short stack up against all these deep stack cash pros. In seat 1, we have another old school high stakes legend joining us today, Mr. Elezra, who's buying in for $20,000.
Which I would like to point out is double Phil stack.
Now in seat 2 is a fierce cash pro, Ling. She's got some blame Lynn, who's been making a name for herself in recent live stream games on Live at the Bike. Ling also has Mr. Hellmuth covered with $20,000 on the table, Rick.
Seat 3, we have Erick Persson, the owner of Maverick Gaming. Erick is one of the most talked about poker players on the scene today. We should point out the last time these two tangled at the table, it ended with Persson giving Phil the infamous "something I can't show you on television."
That's right, Rick, and Persson has vowed to empty Phil's pockets today, although I'm sure that Erick was hoping Phil's pockets had a little bit more money in them, considering he has $400K on the table and he is ready to gamble.
Let's do this.
Right next to Persson in seat 4 is the live stream legend who made his bones playing on Live at the Bike, the J4G man.
Jack 4, the new 7 deuce.
Garrett Adelstein is also starting out with $400K on the table today. And in seat 5, the owner of Lunicycle, rising star, Mr. Erick Hicks. Erick is starting out with $100,000 and a tall carafe of wine.
And in C6, it's always awesome to have a billionaire at the table, especially when it's author and philanthropist Bill Klein. I mean, the guy's a unicorn. Hard not to like this guy. One thing we love about Bill is whether he wins $1 million, loses $1 million, no matter how much, he donates all of his winnings to charity.
All right, everybody. Well, welcome to tonight's Red Hot Big Money lineup. Now let's go down to the table for an hour of high stakes, trash talking, big betting fun right here on Bally's Big Bet Poker.
It's going to be big.
Everybody's going to be good.
He's going to be even shorter now.
Well, the table talk is already heating up. Erick Hicks just arrived. He's putting chips on the table. And Erick Persson is leading the brigade in short stack shaming Phil Hellmuth. Let's go down and take a listen.
I'm really afraid of you today. I'm like, I have 10. You have an edge. The truth is, I only have 50,000 in town.
No, Alan told you to give you 300 right now.
Yeah, you told me you give me 300.
Yeah, you still don't get it. Or you don't like owing money. You could write a check. You write a check, you don't owe money. What's your plan?
My plan is that I'll buy in for 300,000 to $1 million
No, I mean,
every time I play.
Right now, what's your plan?
Winning.
Buy in short and win. Yeah.
Right now, my plan is to buy in short and win.
Hire a coach and learn how to play deep stack.
Also, Eric, it would be nice. It would be nice to beat you some pots, and I think you feel the same way.
He's up to 12 big blinds.
We're gonna run these hands hot and cold, Phil. You have $10,000. What do you mean? Like,
11 or 12 now.
I'm gonna have you buy in short, because I'm not shortest.
yeah, you're not sure.
Hey, Phil, I had a question for you, actually. And all those bracelets you won, and all those, when you play in
Hicks
tournaments,
picks
is your
up ace
style
five
like you get a
suited.
giant stack in the beginning and kind of go to the end with
I
it?
kind of wait for people to give me chips in the tournaments, and then when I get a hold of chips, obviously you have to be able to move chips
Right.
in tournaments.
But
6, 7, 8 on the flop. 2 diamonds. Garrett Adelstein flops the nut straight. Of course, with Erick Hicks drawing to the nut flush.
And I've won a lot of money.
Ling calls 1,000 from Erick.
I deserve to be shamed, but it'll never happen again.
We got a big pot brewing with a $5,000 re-raise and an
You
argument
also said you
continuing.
shake my hand, win or lose. Remember that?
You know, if Erick's chain was just a little longer, he could use that amulet as a card protector.
You left after the last card was dealt. And then you came back while
I just want to flop the nut flush draw when I
apologize
have
with
my
your camera
sequin
roll.
jacket on.
Think that was authentic? That was a sincere apology?
Yeah, I was trying to give us.
That you're running with the camera to stream and tweet? That's how you apologize?
Everybody was disturbed
Erick's
after
pissed.
our match, and I figured
You
if I
think?
recorded the apology, it would like.
Ling
people would
Lin
be
heading into the tank
people
facing a
were- I
$5,000
don't know, maybe
call.
I did it wrong. I thought about it, and I said I'm going to apologize to Erick for my part in this, and I think it's better if it's on camera. And when you came, you had the guy, 95% to 5%, so I didn't think I was bothering you.
They weren't bothering me.
Hellmuth's the
I didn't
best.
mean to,
He just keeps talking about his apology
That was a
while Ling
sincere
Lin's
apology.
all in for
Also, Eric, listen, I get a little
$18,900.
too. Listen, when you
Phil, there's a hole in. Can you let them think for a second?
Ellie's trying to shut
There's
Phil
hole in
up.
over here.
Garrett doesn't care.
You're good.
Yeah,
Keep talking.
yeah. Garrett's like, yeah, talk as much as you want. I'm sitting on the stone cold nuts.
Okay.
I want to hear it.
Ling might care. Oh, she's only in.
It's too late.
Ling Lin, all in. That's a catchphrase.
While Hellmuth and Persson battle it out whether or not Phil's apology was sincere or not, Ling Lin has moved all in against Garrett's nut straight.
Find out how both stories conclude right after this break.
We'll be right back with more from Bally's Big Bet Poker.
Welcome back to Bally's Big Bet Poker. I am Houston Curtis, sitting alongside the always dapper Mr. Rick Mahr. And Rick, it seems like we've got some serious drama brewing down at the poker table. What do you think?
That be Phil Hellmuth apologizing to Persson for the fact that Ling Lin just shipped it with a flush draw against Garrett's nut straight.
And let's not forget Erick Hicks, who is sitting on close to 100K with the ace high flush, is still in it as well, and Garrett covers them both. Let's see how this hand plays out. Let's take a look at a pre-show interview with Melissa Schubert and learn a little bit more about the G-Man.
Hi, this is Melissa Schubert, and I'm here with Garrett Adelstein. How are you doing?
Doing great. This should be a lot of fun today. Like, even as a viewer, it's must-see viewing, I think, to watch the Hellmuth Persson reunion, and I get a front row seat, so I'm pumped about it. I'm Garrett Adelstein, been playing poker seriously for about 18 years.